Hello everybody, Mozart Manny back in with another video here. I figured out why this wasn't focusing, or at least I think. Check this out. Okay, look at the focus on that. Basically, if I don't mess around with the zoom feature on this, it seems like that's the deal. Now when I say on this, I'm talking about my phone. So I can actually zoom in. So I got this video here that I wanted to do about fixing boo-boos, I guess, or mistakes, or mishaps, if you whatever you want to call it, without having to start all over again. I've got 3 examples here. Starting on the left, this one is actually already top coated, and it's got a little bit of white paint, quite a bit of white paint on it actually. Almost looks like a unicorn. That one up there. Okay, so that one is already top coated, and on top of the top coat is a little bit of white polish. Second example is a crater. I call it a crater, where the polish, where the nail is actually exposed and there's polish that got moved, smudged, crater, pothole. And then the third example is like a dent. Now that's kind of a crater. It's a little bit too much of a dent, but we'll work with it. So I'm going to show you how to fix the first. Actually, I'm going to start with that crater. I'm going to start with the crater first. And let's see if I can. I'm going to try to adjust my stand a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'll move these back. So what I'm going to use for this example is I'm going to use the Sally Hansen. This is great stuff. Sally Hansen Insta-Dry Top Coat. Now, the reason why I'm using this is because you want a top coat that, believe it or not, I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but you do want a top coat that actually smudges. Most top coats will smudge. There we go. See how it's focusing? Yay! You do want one that smudges, and I'll show you why. So let's start with this middle example here, the what I call crater. So I'm going to take a little bit of this blue. This is a blue polish I used. This is that one I used a couple videos ago. It's a Color Stay Gel Envy by Revlon, and it's called Wild Card. And this time I can probably even focus in on this thing to show you. Maybe not. Okay, maybe it's not going to focus. I'm going to move the phone to see if I can. Oh, there we go. Wild Card, number 440. I love this color. I'm in love with it. I just am obsessed with this color. But, so what we're going to do is I'm going to apply a little bit of polish right underneath. I'm going to start, actually, you know what? I'm going to go to wherever the deepest part of this crater is. So I'm going to do it at, like, right around here, like the top. So let's do that. I'm going to put a little bit there. Just a little dot. Nothing major. And then I'm just going to use a dotting tool to sort of fill it in a little bit. See what I'm saying? And I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait a couple seconds here for this polish to dry. Okay. We wanted to add a little bit. And this one here, with the one I'm just doing, the one that I just put the polish on, is not top coated. The dent, let's see what we got here. That one's totally dry. Yeah, what you can do with the dent one, now I've got gloves on. You see these gloves? Sometimes, if the polish is still wet, then it's going to be a bit pliable. Sometimes, you can just tap on that. See that? I just tapped on it with my glove, my rubber glove. See if it's still, might not be pliable. See how it leaves like that kind of a mark? But that's fine. I'm going to do that again. I'm just going to bring it up to my hand here. See how I did that? I know it's not the most awesome way to fix a nail, but sometimes it's not quite wet enough. If it's a little more wet, a lot of times you can just do that and tap on it, and that dent will sort of smooth out. Now you're going to have, you see how you have sort of the orange peel effect going on there? That's fine, because since it's not top coated, you can go over that with a top coat and it's going to smooth it all out. I'm going to try one more time. See what we got here. Yeah, because then, you know, the polish is kind of, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, now let's see here. I'm just blowing on this to dry it a little quicker. How about those Bills yesterday? Holy cow. 102-yard return, pick six, number 24. Oh my goodness. I don't think I could have cheered loud enough. I think our house was rattling. That was insane. Browns play today. They're playing right now, as a matter of fact. As I'm recording this, they're playing Kansas City. Kind of hope the Browns win, because if the Browns win, they come to Buffalo. If they come to Buffalo, Buffalo's got a real good chance of winning, because just their fan crowd noise alone is a big factor in was a big factor in yesterday's game, and will also be another big factor if they come here, if the Browns come here. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. I think that's dry enough. So now I'm going to take my Sally Hansen Insta-Dry Top Coat, and we're just going to do this. Because this stuff kind of smudges, we're just going to use a fairly generous amount, not a ton, and we're just going to go right over this. That's all we're going to do. Just going to go right over. See, it's hard to do this because I'm trying to hold it with one hand and paint it with the other. And I'm trying to do it in the view of the camera. So I'm just going to go backwards. Actually, I'm going to need a little bit more polish. Not quite enough. So, I'm sorry, not polish, but top coat. Now I see what's happening is it's actually smudging the polish. You see that? But look at that. No more crater. It's gone, pretty much, right? You can even take a little bit more and drag it down right over that. Look at that. Boom. And this is normally, if you're not in a hurry and you have all kinds of time in the world, I would just say start over. You know, if you mess your nail up. But if you got somewhere to go and you got to do something and you need to do kind of a quick fix, do this. Same thing with this one. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to hit it with some smoothing magic here. I'm just going to go this way. Focus. Let's see if I can focus this now. I just hit it with that top coat. And voila. I missed the side, but you get the idea. Okay. So those two are fixed. Now you can go out. You know, let that top coat dry well. I used quite a bit, so you're definitely going to want to let that dry for a good half an hour. So, I always, if I'm going anywhere, like if I have an event or something that I want to go to, I do my nails the night before. That way, if there's any excess polish on my fingers, the skin around my fingernails, you know, it's easier to get that off with a shower and stuff like that. And that way it gives me plenty of time if I mess up. So, but, you know, sometimes people don't have that luxury or that option. So, anyway, moving on to the third example with this white polish. Now, here's what we're going to do with this. I'm going to show you my secret weapon. Alcohol. Now, you don't necessarily have to have 91% alcohol, but it's good. In fact, it might even be better if you have a little less not pungent, but a little less of a number, like a lower number. It might even be a little bit better. But we're just going to soak. Let me see if I can get this in here. We're going to take a Q-tip, and we're just going to soak the Q-tip with some of this alcohol. I'm going to dab the rest off with a Kleenex. Boom. Okay, and then we're just going to take this right here. See if I can get it in the view again. Okay. And we're just going to remove it. Try to anyway. Now what's going to end up happening is, since you got top coat on there, see this? Since you got top coat, that top coat is kind of protecting that polish from coming off. But this is a nice little trick, see that? And I'm just going to do one more thing. much gone. Yep. Pretty much gone. Now, there you go. Now, if you happen to get down to the polish, I'm going to do the other side here. Because what may happen is, in the case of my thumb, when I did that repair a couple of weeks ago, or whenever I did that video, the polish actually became dull. It took the top coat off. If that happens, just put a little bit of polish on. See, it's kind of dull. Put a little polish on there. Tiny, tiny, I mean, so tiny. You don't even really, just a very, 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 I mean, your brush on your polish should be just about dry. Just about dry. Hardly any polish on there. Just depending on how much white or how much polish is still left on the nail that you didn't get off. But see that? You could tell. See how it's shiny up here at the top, and then down here it's not? So just hit it with a little bit of polish. I mean, ever so small, ever so slight. Let that dry for a second. Wait about a minute, and then hit it with your top coat, and you're good to go. You're good to go after about a minute. So we're gonna wait about a minute. These are fake nails, so it's not a big deal. It's not like I'm worried about getting on my actual nails. My actual nails have, and now that while we're waiting, now that we can focus, I don't know how bad these are going to look, but yeah, this middle nail is awful. I don't like it, and I don't like the whole, it's okay. Could be better, but love this decal. Okay, so at least I know how to focus now. Whoopsie, I don't want to drop my phone. At least I know how to focus now, so that's a bonus. That's a plus. Eventually, I'm going to get a actual video camera, which will be nice. So, but look at that. Okay. Hey. All right. So, let's go back to this. We're going to hit this with some polish, or excuse me, some top coat. Now it's not focusing again. Isn't that nice? Love that. Doesn't want to focus. Love it. Hang on, I'm going to put the phone down for 1 second. Gonna get this here. Okay. So we're going to hit this with some top coat. Let me see. Sally Hansen. Let's see, is it going to focus? No. It's back to not focusing again. Because I hit something in this, so. But, yeah. It's okay. Alright. It's okay. You get the idea? I'm going to hit this with a little bit of top coat now that it's been actually probably over a minute. So we're just going to hit it with one more coat of top coat. The reason why this isn't the greatest to do it is because I've already top coated it once. So anytime you add layers to your nail, that is definitely going to be much more prone to chipping than just, having either. The less layers you have on your nails, the better. So there we are. All 3 examples. They all look good as new again. So, and I also wanted to mention this, again, it's not focusing. Thank you very much, Mr. Phone. Okay. But this is the Maniology No Smudge Top Coat. You don't want to use this for any of these fixes, if you will. You don't want to use it. Reason being is because it's specifically meant to not smudge. This stuff is really, really good. I love it. I use it for when I do stamping. So, it's water-based, which is why it does not smudge. This is wonderful stuff. So, pretty much any other top coat that you get is going to smudge. I like this stuff because it's just so nice and thin, and it applies real nice and everything. So, just wanted to mention that. Not to use anything with a water base in it, because it will not smudge and will not create that nice smooth look to it. So that is it for this video. I hope that was helpful. again, if you're not in any crazy hurry and you have plenty of time to do a mani and you mess up like with any of these examples, I would start over, do the nail all over. But with dark color, sometimes that's not good either, because especially if you're in a hurry, because if you get any dark polish on your skin, it is nightmare to try and get off. You know, unless you got, like I said, unless you got plenty of time to clean it up really good and all that stuff. So this is a nice quick fix for if you gotta, you know, kind of hurry things up. So that's it for now. Next video I'm gonna do is gonna be on the these polishes here. This is actually the white that I used in this demonstration today. It is the Believe Beauty polish. Great stuff. I did it. I'm gonna do my haul video. 10 polishes that I'm gonna that I've swatched out for everybody to see. And then I'll just kind of go over why they're so awesome. But that's it for now. I'm gonna go watch the Browns game. Go Browns! Come on now. My cousins call them the Brownies. That's making me hungry. Might have to go get a snack too. Maybe a chocolate chip cookie or something. Yes. Okay. I'm in. Actually, no. I'm in for the cookie, but I'm out for now for the video. So, hope everyone's having an awesome day, and have a nice Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow night, because I'm going to do the swatch video tomorrow night. Okay. See you, everybody.